Fine, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. How are you?
Super.
Your fever is controlled, Prabhuji?
Yeah, devotee's mercy there, no fever can come.
Lord's mercy, Prabhuji.
Sure. Okay, we'll start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudire Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatkripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Chaitanyameshwaram Paramanandamadhavam Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Welcome all for very special Bhagavatam discussion. Thank you for all of you to joining and supporting us. So we have finished Canto 2, Chapter 2. Today we are moving to Chapter 3. In that, before moving into, we'll just to do a small recap of Chapter 2. Then we'll move on to Chapter 3. Many devotees will remember what we discussed, but just for everybody's benefit. So, chapter 2 is titled The Lord in Heart. There are few sections we discussed in that. Rejection of Karma Kanda, the first verses 2 to 7. In that, we discussed intelligent person works only to keep body and soul together, worship super soul to achieve the liberation. So intelligent person doesn't work just for the body. He works just to keep body and soul together, the minimum what required, and uses his intelligence to achieve the liberation. And only materialistic will choose the karma kanda. That's the first point we discussed. Then the next section, the description of the super soul. So we discussed super size, name, ornaments, paraphernalia, etc. of the Supreme Lord. We discussed how to take darshan of that, the Supreme Lord. Then the next was two kinds of yogis, unattached yogi in the Paramatma meditation, attached yogi, the Virat Rupa meditation. We discussed on that. One who completely focused on Paramatma, or the second level is one who meditates on a Virat Rupa. Next, we discussed on the practice and process of living for an advanced yogi. An advanced yogi, how he progresses in bhakti, yama to pratyahara, then labdhopashanti stage, and sat chakra yoga. We discussed some chakras also, even though I don't understand that. Then we discussed karma mukti, so Virat Rupa meditation, various stops before liberation we discussed, and last sadhana bhakti as a best part, the most auspicious, beneficial for Lord Brahma's verdict. And the last part is the most important, that hearing, glorifying, remembering the Lord, purification life, Shrunvanti Gayanti Smaranti. That's the point we discussed. And attainment of Lord's feet and the prema. So we discussed main levels of bhakti from Shraddha to the prema. So this is how the second chapter ends. Now the third chapter starts. So we'll read third chapter.
Chapter 3, Pure Devotional Service, the Change in Heart. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 1. Sri Sukha Uvacha Evam Etan Nigaditam Prastavan Yad Bhavan Mama Nrinamyan Mriyamananam Manusheshu Manishinam. Translation. Sri Sukadev Goswami said, Maharaja Parikshit, as you have inquired from me as to the duty of the intelligent man who is on the threshold of death, so I have answered you. Purport. In human society all over the world, there are millions and billions of men and women, and almost all of them are less intelligent because they have very little knowledge of spirit soul. Almost all of them have a wrong conception of life, for they identify themselves with the gross and subtle material bodies, which they are not. In fact, they may be situated in different high and low positions in the estimation of human society. But one should know definitely that unless one inquires about his own self beyond the body and the mind, all his activities in human life are total failures. Therefore, out of the thousands and thousands of men, one may inquire about his spirit self and thus consult the revealed scriptures like Vedanta Sutras, Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam. But in spite of reading and hearing such scriptures, unless one is in touch with the realized spiritual master, he cannot actually realize the real nature of self. And out of the thousands and hundreds of thousands of men, someone may know that know what Lord Krishna is in fact. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 2.20.122 to 123, it is said that Lord Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, prepared the Vedic literature in the incarnation of Vyasdeva for reading by the intelligent class of men in the human society, which is almost totally forgetful of the genuine relation with Krishna. Even such an intelligent class of men may be forgetful in their relation with the Lord. The whole Bhakti Yoga process is therefore a revival of the lost relation. This revival is possible in the human form of life, which is obtained only out of the evolutionary cycle of 84 lakh species of life. The intelligent class of human being must take a serious note of this opportunity. Not all human beings are intelligent, so the importance of human life is not always understood. Therefore, Manishinam, meaning thoughtful, is particularly used here. A Manishinam person like Maharaja Parikshit must therefore take to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna and fully engage himself in devotional service, hearing, chanting, etc. of the holy name and pastimes of the Lord, which are all Hari Katanam, Katamrita, Hari Katamrita. This action is especially recommended when one is preparing for death.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Jai. So the first verse of chapter 3, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Maharaj Parikshit, as you have inquired from me the duty of an intelligent man who is on the threshold of death, so I have answered you. So what is that question Parikshit Maharaj asking is that, yes, within 7 days I'm going to die because this is the curse Shringi has given me. So what should I do? That's the question Parikshit Maharaj is asking. Maybe same question we also should ask. I don't know when is the death going to come, but sure, at least Parishad Maharaj had a 7 days guarantee. But I don't have that guarantee also. I don't have next minute guarantee. So I should ask this question. That's exactly Parishad Maharaj is asking. And Sukdev Goswami answering that. So coming verses, we can see the answers of Sukdev Goswami. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, Human society all over the world are there are millions, billions of men and women, almost all of less intelligent because they don't take up Krishna consciousness, less intelligence. Those who are taken Krishna consciousness, Sumedha. Sumedha means very intelligent. So that way we are also lucky. We are so intelligent. Yes, we are taken on the right path. That's what Prabhupada throughout the in the verse here explaining how intelligent. Intelligent means what? Use our buddhi for right purpose. Use our intelligence for right purpose. Otherwise, people are using intelligent. The thief is also using intelligent to steal. Criminal is also using his intelligence to kill somebody. The politicians using his intelligence to grab somebody's power. Businessman may be using his intelligence how to make more profit. Everybody is using intelligence, but how do we use the intelligence for the right purpose to make my life, the human life, successful? Manishinaha. So this Manishinaha or the human life, so rare. Durlabha Manava Janma. I mean, repeatedly we are saying this because Prabhupada, every lecture he repeats this because otherwise it doesn't get into my brain. The society is full of wrong conception of life. The whole society is going after sense enjoyment and running behind this Maya Loka. But which direction are they going? No, they themselves don't know and nobody else knows. That's why Prabhupada says, definitely that unless one inquires about his own self beyond the body and mind, all his activities, life will be total failure. Unless one inquires, Atato Brahma Jijnasa, what I am doing, where I am going, where from I came, what is my duty. If I don't ask this question, if I don't inquire this, my life will be waste, total failure. Shrama eva hi kevalam. Na utpadayate rathi. Bhikshuksenha. Na utpadayate rathi. Shrama eva hi kevalam. Bhagavata says. It's a waste of effort. I may work hard. I may do so many things. What do I do? While going, I'll have to leave everything and go. I cannot. Yeah, Srina Mata is saying voice is not clear. Is it okay for others?
Yes, Prabhuji, it is fine.
Okay. So the point is that, I mean, that's a fact of the life that I cannot take anything. I may accumulate crores of rupees, so much property. What can I do? I cannot take even small piece of, coin or anything. I have to leave everything. So that's why Prabhupada is saying, unless one thinks beyond my mind and body, the real spiritual things, this Shrama Eva Hi Kevalam is a waste. So for that, we have to undergo the training under a realized spiritual master. Prabhupada says we should get in touch with that realized spiritual master. Krishna himself says, Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti de jnanam tattvadarshinaha. He says, you go to a tattvadarshi, you serve him, ask questions, realize the soul will give you the answer. From there, we'll get the next level. So Prabhupada quotes Chaitanya Charitamrita also. This happens, the Guru Kripa, we get Krishna, Krishna Kripa, we get Guru. So we need to both, with the mercy of Krishna, we'll get the right Guru. With the mercy of right Guru, we get mercy of Krishna. But at the same time, when the Guru is there, if you don't serve that Guru, because devotional service means service, bhakti means devotional service. There is no bhakti without service. Yasya prasada, Bhagavat prasada. Yasya aprasada, nagatya kutopi. Yasya prasada, Bhagavat, by the mercy of Guru, you get Bhagavat prasada. Yasya aprasada, if you do offenses, nagatya kutopi, everything will be destroyed. So we need a spiritual master. And we have to select a spiritual master who is in the Sampradaya, who is doing achar prachar, who is not just speaking but not practicing, and who is following what he speaks, sadhanas, whatever that. And such realized person, we should accept as a Diksha Guru and our Siksha Gurus. Then, with their guidance, we should progress in our bhakti. So Prabhupada says, Bhakti Yoga process is therefore revival of the lost relationship are obtained only out of evolution of the cycle of 84 lakhs. See, the bhakti is there with everybody. Nobody can be say that I don't have bhakti. It's covered. We have to uncover it. Every soul has, because soul is connected to Paramatma. There's no doubt on that. Only thing is that covering you have to remove. All of us has pure bhakti, but that process of uncovering should happen. That will happen only when connected with the spiritual master. And in the association of devotees, we do our bhakti yoga or our sadhana, like chanting, like from faith, we get sadhu sangha. From sadhu sangha, we do bhajana kriya. When do the bhajana kriya, chanting, reading Bhagavatam, and take Krishna Prasad, do preaching, this naturally the revival happens. With that revival, we are able to connect well. That's why Prabhupada says that person is manishinam, is thoughtful, is intelligent. One who takes that bhakti process is really intelligent. And finally says, this is the Karikatha Amrita. That is Amrita, that is nectar. We take that, there is no death. When you take this Harikatha Amrita, there is no death, means there is no going back home, back to God, means there is no death, because there is no birth, rebirth again. That way. Krishna says, Janma karma chame divyam yome vetti tattvataha trakta deham punar janma naiti mameti so Arjuna. One who understands my activities, my appearance, they don't take birth again. They come back to my abode, Krishna says. That's Harikatamrita. The finally Prabhupada says this action is especially recommended when preparing for death. So that perspective, I am preparing for my death because I don't know how many days, how many years, how many minutes left for me. I have to prepare every second. Unless Harikatamrita is taken, my life will be waste. Shrama eva hi kevalam. Okay, we'll read the next sloka.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Next, the second sloka, 2 to 7 slokas are together.
We'll just read it, see how much.
Brahma, yes, Prabhuji. Brahma Vachas Kamastu Yajeta Brahmana Patim Indram Indriya Kamastu Praja Kama Prajapatin Devim Mayam tu Sri Kamas Tejas Kamo Vibhavasam Vasukamo Vasun Rudran Virya Kamota Viryavan Annadya Kamastu Aditim Swarga Kamo Titi Sutan Vishwan Devan Rajya Kama Sadayan Samsa Dako Visam Ayush Kamo Shvinau Devau Pusti Kama Ilam Yajit Pratista Kamaha Purusha Rodisi Loka Matarau Rupa Bikamo Gandharvan Stri Kamo Spara Vurvasin Apsara Vurvasin Adipatya Kama Sarvesham Yajeta Paramestinam Yajnam Yajet Yashas Kamaha Posha Kama Prachetasam Vidya Kamastu Girisham Dampatyata Woman Satim. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada J. Translation: one who desires to be absorbed in the impersonal Brahmajyoti effulgence should worship the master of the Vedas, Lord Brahma, or Brihaspati, the learned priest. One who desires powerful sex should worship the heavenly King Indra, and one who desires good progeny should worship the great progenitors called the Prajapatis. One who desires good fortune should worship Durga Devi, the superintendent of the material world. One desiring to be very powerful should worship fire, and one who aspires only after money should worship the Vasus. One should worship the Rudra incarnation of Lord Shiva if he wants to be a great hero. One who wants a large stock of grain should worship Aditi. One desires to attain the heavenly planet should worship the sons of Aditi. One who desires a worldly kingdom should worship Vishwadeva. And one who wants to be popular with the general mass of population should worship the Sadhya demigod. One who desires a long span of life should worship the demigod known as the Ashwini Kumaras, and a person desiring a strongly built body should worship the earth. One who desires stability in his pose should worship the horizon of, and the earth combined. One who desires to be beautiful should worship the beautiful residents of the Gandharva planet. And one who desires a good wife should worship the Apsaras and the Urvasi society girls of the heavenly kingdom. One who desires domination over others should worship Lord Brahma, the head of the universe. One who desires tangible fame should worship the personality of Godhead. And one who desires a good bank balance should worship the demigod Varuna. If one desires to be a greatly learned man, we should worship Lord Shiva. And if one desires a good marital relation, he should worship the chaste goddess Uma, the wife of Lord
Mhm.
Shiva. Purport. There are
Okay,
different modes of.
leave it later, Pataji.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
try
what,
to
Prabhuji?
discuss. We'll purport it later.
Okay, Prabhuji.
We'll go through the points here. So let's decide whom should we worship now. Each one of us can select one or two or more.
Actually,
Anybody?
in the
Yes, Mataji.
purport, it is said these are all material benefits.
Yes,
These
that's
are
why I
all
don't
like
read purport now. Let's
less
decide.
intelligent people who wants this material benefits. We have to worship all these demigods. But high intelligent people, we have to go for the worship of Lord Krishna.
Hmm. So,
So we have to read the scriptures of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and mm, go for the eternal happiness. Worship Lord Krishna and go back to Godhead.
so nobody want to worship whatever the Sukadeva Goswami is saying here.
Like if we want all these material benefits, we can worship Prabhuji.
Hmm.
But who aim for the higher taste, we have to leave all this.
Then why Sukadeva Goswami is saying all those things? People are
Because
yes, Mataji. Go ahead, go ahead.
I think because some people to go through they cannot directly come to Krishna consciousness. Probably some desires or wishes have been hidden. So for them to come to Krishna consciousness somehow, like when they pray this God, some if their wishes have been satisfied, then after that probably like it doesn't happen for everyone, but sometimes that once faith has entered into their mind, then probably they will take the path of Krishna consciousness, or there is a chance for them to become greedy and again fall for this material world.
Hmm. Okay. Any other points? Why Sukadeva Goswami is explaining all those things? You do this, you get this, you do this, you get this, So to the extent he's saying if you want a big body, you worship so and so. If you want famous, you worship this. So why Sukadeva Goswami saying all those things? Anyone else want to share anything? No?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Please go ahead.
He's telling that by doing or worshipping all these things, you will get so and so. So, and then maybe he's telling to decide whom to worship is yours.
Okay. Of course, in the coming verses, we can see what next he's saying. Yeah. The point, yeah, he definitely is giving us an option. See, this is the difference between the Sanatana Dharma and other religion. Because we have full options and full information, and then this choice is given to us. Like Krishna in Bhagavad Gita also tells Arjuna, he gives all the options, Karma Kanda, Dhyana Kanda, Karma yoga, bhakti, the jnana yoga, and bhakti yoga. Finally says, okay, I've given you everything. Now you decide what you want to do. So Arjuna has given full options and full freedom to decide. Similarly, Sukadeva Goswami is giving us what is your desire, what is the inclination. See, those who are in the material world, we are here because I have some inclination. Otherwise, I would not have been here. That's the reason I'm here. So to rectify those inclinations, sometime I may have the desire. Like, for example, when any city is created, they create a city, they create a playground, hospital, and they create a jail also. That means there will be people who commit sin. Similarly, the people will have this desire. That's why he's giving the option. But for devotees, understand this. Yes, if you worship, I get this. But what next? The devotee understands. That's the reason, like Sridhar Mataji says, Prabhupada, maybe the purport Srila Prabhupada explains that. All these are materialistic because I will not be able to succeed in that. I may get something. So each one, it's like those who want to be impersonal, Brahma Jyoti, Lord Brahma, or Brahaspati, or one who wants powerful in sex is Heavenly Kingdom Indra. Even the gopis of Vrindavan, they used to worship Durga to get good husband like Krishna. So that is okay. If you worshipping Krishna, any devata to get Krishna, we go to Ganesha, we worship him that please remove all my vigna in the process of bhakti to Krishna. That is the point, not to get anything. Similarly, he says one good progeny, great progenitor like Prajapatis, or one want to good fortune, Durga Devi, and talks about, one powerful Agni Dev, worship fire Agni Dev, then Vasu's, Lord Shiva's Indra. Like this, he gives each and every aspect. What is that will give, what is worship, whom worship, what will get. But end of the day, like devotee said that these are all perish, nothing going to come back to me. That like finally says, one want a good bank balance, demigod Varuna. If you want desire to have a greatly learned, worship Lord Shiva. And if one desires a good material relationship, he should worship chaste, good goddess of Uma, wife of Lord Shiva. So all these options are given, but at the same time, the intelligent person will not get into that. He will simply worship Krishna, because when you worship Krishna, everything else comes. Along with the bhakti, all the byproduct comes. Name, fame, popularity, money, everything comes. Because when Krishna comes, everybody, all these Devatas mentioned, they're all come. They're all serving Krishna. We don't have to go and ask anyone else. Along with the Krishna, everything else comes. We would have seen those great sages. They may not require anything, but they get money, they get popularity, they get a good place to live, they get food, everything they get, but they don't work anything. They simply chant Krishna's name, renounced everything. But at the same, they're not enjoying, they don't want anything because they are fully renounced. So that is the level we should reach. So we'll read the purport maybe next class. So today we'll stop here. Devotees can share their comments. The next class, Monday, we'll read purport and discuss more on that. Okay, so devotees can share their comments or feedback if anything. Who want to share? Yes, Mataji, go ahead. Reena Mataji.
Jai Shri Krishna,
Jai Krishna.
Prabhuji. Sri Prabhupada ji ki jai. I really liked what you said few minutes back. In the Sanatana Dharma, we have given so many options. And now it's our choice that to make, which is good for us, I think, which does not have any other dharma. So that's the best thing that is learning today. And examples that Sri Krishna gave to Arjuna about all the possible options that he has got. And finally, he has the right to choose what he wants. And for a devotee understands the material benefits, and devotee understands all that material benefits which is available would get perished one day. And hence, an intelligent person chooses and understands that Lord Sri Krishna is the ultimate, and being there in Krishna Bhakti is that what we get, everything else comes and follows for us. Jai Shri Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Who else? Yeah, Sudha Mataji. Starting.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Like how Parikshit has asked Sukadev Goswami, like what he should do because he's going to die in 7 days. Like that, one should ask, like one should ask, like how much time is left. We don't know, so we should avail every minute and be in Krishna consciousness, because we have to keep practicing it. Because at the time of death, unless and until you practice, you will not remember. That habit will not be there. So one should be always be attentive, like we don't know how much time is left for us, so every time we have to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and listen to the glories of Sri Krishna. That way we can prepare ourselves to the last breath of ours. And you also told us, intelligent people will always takes Krishna consciousness. They will not go for material things, though in this material world sometimes we get attracted to this material world, material things, but again we can come back and say and think logically, like which is good for us. And once we realize and question ourselves, then we'll know Krishna consciousness is the best. Because we might be using these material things, we might plan our life for 100 years only, but what after that? That we need to question. So one should undergo training under bona fide guru, because he is the one who is going to give us Krishna consciousness and teach about Krishna. And we get bona fide guru by the mercy of Krishna. And I think that's how we join in this group, Prabhuji. Thank you for giving us this discussion every day and helping us to move towards Krishna consciousness. Thank you,
So
Prabhuji.
please bless me and pray for me. Sumit Prabhu, want to add anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prabhu. So, in the first shloka, what is the real intelligence of the human life? It is given. So, as Parikshit Maharaj wanted to know, like what the intelligent man should do at the end of his life. And generally, in the society, we have seen that most of the people, they appear advanced, but they are less intelligent because they are always identifying with the body and the mind. So they live and act based on this conception, and thus their all achievements ultimately amount to failure. So, but few rare souls are there who begin to inquire about the true self, and they study the revealed scriptures such as the Vedanta Sutra, Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam. So, yet even this scriptural knowledge cannot bring realization without guidance from a bona fide spiritual master. And as it is said, like among the countless humans, only a very rare person truly understand Lord Krishna and his relationship with him. So, because of that, out of compassion, the Lord appeared as Vyasadeva to compile the Vedic scriptures for those intelligent souls who wish to revive their forgotten connection with him. So, this is the opportunity for the self-realization, and Bhakti Yoga exists only in the human form of life. So, after going through the 84 lakh species, one comes to this human form of life. And that's why the intelligent persons, like example is given for Maharaj Parikshit, they should take this human birth very seriously and engage in devotional service. So as Master Parikshit got 7 days, and that 7 days he wanted to hear the glories of the Lord. And through this, actually, the spiritual perfection one can attain. And in the second shloka, the different options that people can have for their material desires, there are different things that by worshipping the devatas they can get. So why Maharaj, I'm sorry, Shukdev Goswami is saying this is because the people should be aware of what are the different options available, and they can understand the futility of all those options, and ultimately they should like learn the value of the devotional service and the eternal results and eternal benefits that comes with the devotional service. So one should understand the futility of all these other options, and that these are all material benefits which we can get. And on the other hand, there is devotional service through which we can get the love of Godhead, and we can have that eternal association with the Lord and the devotees. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Vidya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mataji.
In this human society, there are millions and billions of men and women who are all less intelligent, have very little knowledge about spirit soul. So they identify themselves with the gross and subtle material bodies. Actually, unless one inquires about his own self beyond the body and mind, his activities are all failures. Out of thousands and thousands of men, only one inquire about his self and consult the revealed scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. But in spite of reading and hearing, unless one who is in touch with the realized spiritual master, he cannot realize the real nature of life. In Chaitanya Charitamrita 20.122 to 123, it is said that Lord Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, prepared the Vedas in the incarnation of Vyasdeva, so that intelligent class of men can read. Actually, the relationship with Krishna was totally forgotten. That's why the Bhakti Yoga process is revealed. So all intelligent class of men should take these opportunities. This revival is possible in the human form of life only, which is obtained by the evolutionary cycle of 84 lakh species of life. So Manishinam means thoughtful. A Manishinam person like Maharaja Parikshit must therefore take to the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna and fully engage himself in devotional service, hearing, chanting, etc. of the holy name and pastimes of the Lord, which are all Harikatamrita. This is recommended when one is preparing for death. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna. Mariappan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
I practically experience a lot of people, even in devotion also, among these four sampradayas, whatever we call this Sri Sampradaya and Rudra Sampradaya and all other sampradayas. Among all, I feel ours seem to be 100% perfect. This thing, perfect guidance is being given by our acharyas, and the understanding is seem to be almost the exact way for reaching back home, back to Godhead, because clearly here the acharyas highlighted, even if they happen to read Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, unless they receive the perfect knowledge from a bona fide spiritual master, they cannot revive their forgotten relationship with the Supreme Lord. The precious Bhakti Yoga is revival of lost relationship with Sri Krishna. And after going through 84 lakhs of spiritual species, after going through 84 lakhs of species, human life is reached as a precious opportunity. We are not really afforded to waste this human life in material desire and sense gratification. But whereas everybody goes and pray for all material desire and sense gratification related prayers only. Only our this Madhva Sampradaya is emphasizing on pure bhakti and pure emphasis on going back home, back to Godhead. One must be intelligent enough to follow footprints of Maharaja Parikshit, thoughtful, fully engaged in himself in devotional service, especially when one is facing death. But practicing devotees always practice devotional services in complete love and affection with Supreme Lord. That is being emphasized in all our day-to-day practice. And as far as this second text concern, if I worship for Krishna consciousness and Prema Bhakti, all blessings are showered on me. So I need not to go beg for my blessings to demigods or science and technology for necessary this thing, who cannot help in overcoming all my this thing, all my hurdles in devotion. Thereby, I am fully protected by the Acharya's guidance. I must always take the guidance of bona fide spiritual master and progress in my devotional life. That much I understood, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Ashamataji.
Mostly everybody covered, Prabhuji. Well, just one or two things. Man is intelligent, actually. So I should ask, what should I do now? And use the intelligence for the right purpose. And we have to make our life successful. How to make that is it is possible with Guru and the mercy of Krishna. How we get a Guru is with the mercy of Krishna, and with the Guru we get the Bhagavad Prasada. And then everyone has bhakti, but the only thing is that I have to uncover it. When can it happen? When can we uncover it? By chanting, reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and then preaching, etc., so that we can move ahead with our bhakti. Then Sukhdev Goswami has given options, and that's according to me, it's only purely optional. He's giving, and then he gives us the choice, and then he asks us to choose what is best. That is my takeaway for today, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Swati Mataji, say anything.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji.
Prabhuji, from the class, I just adding 2-3 points which has already been covered. That is like human birth is a precious one, and among the 8.4 million species, we get a chance to take birth as an intelligent species. And among the billions of people who are walking this planet, most of them are less intelligent because they are using their intelligence for material purposes and not for a higher purpose. So the highest purpose is to be conscious. I mean, be Krishna conscious, and to attain God realization, we need a realized soul. So, and that can be attained. Guru can be attained by the blessings of Krishna, and also it's like if we worship Krishna, like the material, whatever benefits one needs comes along with the spiritual benefits. So it's best always to focus on the Lord rather than the material, whatever we need. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So we'll stop here. Vancha kalpatarundesam kripasindhadevacha paditana pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namanam ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai So we'll continue on Monday. Please join. Please invite more devotees. Let everybody get the mercy of Bhagavatam. As many people as possible. At least one person per day. Calling will help. Please invite them. Hare
I
Krishna.
have messaged 4 people today, Prabhuji.
Super, Mataji.
Those who are there and they are not coming now.
Okay.
Everyone has given something or the other reason. Anyway, I'll discuss with you, Prabhuji, later.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you. I request
Hare
all
Krishna.
of you take up one person per day, please.